The outcome of socialization is the preparation of an individual who is capable of interacting with others in ways that are at least minimally understood by and acceptable to the majority of people whom that individual encounters. Social interactions are dynamic, ongoing, are never static. Social interactions are emergent in this sense. They can be harmonious or conflict-ridden or anything in between, but they are never static. They are always ongoing. Sociologists are very interested in studying social interactions. Especially relevant to the study of social interaction is the work of the symbolic interactionists. We took up some of the basic concepts from these theorists last week, and I want to build on the work of one of those theorists, Erving Goffman, in the rest of this lecture. Before we actually look more closely at Goffman's work on social interaction, I want to introduce you to a few important concepts, the concepts of status, role, and role conflict, and role strain. Status is a culturally defined social position an individual holds in a group or society. Status can be achieved, that is based on the individual's own actions, his or her merits, ability, and choices, or status can be ascribed, that is, it is obtained through no deliberate action by the individual involved. For example, a status is ascribed to an individual merely because that individual is born into a certain family. Think, for example, of Prince George, or into a specific social class or caste. Think, for example, of the Brahmin caste in India. A social role is the behavior performed by an individual who occupies a specific status. Each social role, for example, mother, bus driver, university professor, has a set of duties, obligations, expectations, beliefs attached to it. While an individual is expected to fulfill these duties, obligations, etc., there is often a fair bit of leeway or difference in how those obligations are met by different individuals. More importantly, social roles are not something taken up by an individual in and of his or herself. One isn't just a mother or a teacher. Rather, one is a mother in relationship to someone who's a son or a daughter. Social roles are always in play, and individuals who occupy a role are always interacting with others who occupy other, often complementary roles. These interactions may be competitive, cooperative, conflict-ridden, harmonious, or anything in between. Two other terms that are of use here are role strain and role conflict. Role strain is the difficulty that emerges when an individual is trying to meet the requirements and responsibilities of a particular role, and those requirements or responsibilities can come into are difficult to meet every aspect of it. Role conflict is a conflict between two or more role positions occupied by an individual. For example, the conflict that might emerge between being a student and an employee at the same time.